Hi there, I'm Marius with another update on the Power Pages Client API progress, today with the Xrm.Navigation namespace. And as always, we'll take a look behind the curtain so that you can take something from this video, even if you don't intend to use the Power Pages Client API. Today's focus will be on Bootstrap, which supplies default stylings for many situations. But before we take a deeper look into what Bootstrap provides for us, we'll take a look at the methods openWebResource and openUrl. OpenWebResource is, so in classic API, this only opens web resources, so HTMLs, but every page of our Power Page is HTML, so we can just open any page. I will show you right here without any additional parameters. This will navigate me from the form to the products page. And here we are at the products page. Pretty simple. openUrl can be used absolutely the same way, but you would use this in regular Dynamics to, for example, navigate away from Dynamics to a different system that you maybe wanted to integrate for some reason. And here you can see we can navigate just there. But that's not everything. These functions also have the openUrl options. In the Open Web Resource, they are named a little bit differently, but they work absolutely the same. As soon as you pass them, you will not open this in the same window, but in this case, in a new tab. So that's the browser default to open a new tab. And we can see this works as well. And we have more options. By additionally specifying a width and a height, we can also open a new window instead of a new tab. And here you see the pop-up that I just opened with this. When you implement this on your own, opening in the same window is pretty easy. You just take window.location.href and replace it basically with the URL you're putting in. And when you want to open in a new tab, you use window.open and then the URL, and the target here is just blank. That's the new tab. You can also push features, so that's a string separating the properties by a comma and an equal sign separating the property key and property value. And here you see if we have width and height specified, we pass them as features into the window.open, and this will hint the browser that we want a new window with a specified height and width instead of a new tab. So now we come to the openDialog methods. I will showcase this with the openConfirmDialog, but openAlertDialog and openErrorDialog are pretty similar. For example, openAlertDialog only has a confirm button label because there is no cancel button, but if you look at the openConfirmDialog, then you have a cancel button label as well. So what we specify are those strings and some other options, usually width and height. And then we can call the openConfirmDialog. I chose this one because it has this success outcome, so it can be confirmed or not. And yeah, we will see the difference in a second. So if I enter this one, you see here the dialog. And if I cancel this one, you see I have the message for cancel button or the X. And if we do that again, and I click the OK, then we see the message for the using OK button. What I wanted to show you in particular is that those are just div elements down here. And you would say, okay, but they are pretty much down here. Why are they at the top of the screen and in the middle and not just at the bottom? That's because we have Bootstrap installed, and Bootstrap has these classes for modal and modal dialog. You see all of these here. By the way, I will already tell you this, we also have this ppca underscore modal and modal dialog and modal confirm and so on. And these allow you to style these more. So for example, the modal confirm, there is also a modal alert and modal error based on what you chose. These help you style these dialogs because you see right here, I mean, the error dialog pretty much looks the same. So for the user, this might be confusing. They won't be able to tell the difference between an alert and an error. So yeah, there is styling to be added here, but a lot of styling is already done for us. There are a lot of classes in Bootstrap, but for example, the modal one and modal dialog, they style this to be on top of everything else. And for example, the fade does an animation, and the in class makes the show. So if I disable the in class here, you see it fades out, and here it fades in. And if we remove the modal class, it also vanishes, but it not really vanishes, it moves where it actually belongs, down here. Obviously, Bootstrap helps us a lot here. So when you would implement those modals without Bootstrap, you would need a lot of CSS to cover this placing and all of this. You will still need to apply styling, right? Like colorways and stuff, but the bulk of the work is already done. Also, if you prompt an implementation like that to an AI tool like GitHub Copilot, tell it that you have Bootstrap. That might reduce the amount of CSS that it wants to apply by a lot, by simply applying a few classes that already have the required styling in there. To close off this video, one last reminder, the Power Pages Client API, at least as of recording this video, is not in a production-ready state. So if you still like this video and want to follow along, consider subscribing, and in the video description you will find a link to the GitHub repository where you will find all the sources. You can steal your favorite bits, right? Roam around, get inspirations, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.